Well, you've made it this far. Your company has greenlit your idea, and you're about to make a show. But this next part is really
important. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Welcome to pre-production.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Pre-production. Woo. Pre-pro.
Now, before we get started, hit that subscribe button to hear even more about creating videos for your business. Now, back to the show.
Pre-production ends up being the North Star for the entirety of your production.
That's Michelle Corey from Frequency Media in Atlanta.
All of the work that you put into pre-production ends up shaping your show before you even record.
We map out every detail from storyboards to style to casting to color to the roles and faces and places, because all of it builds the aesthetic and the experience for your final cuts.
You want to have a good skeleton of what is going to be the final product. Everything's going to change once the cameras start rolling and the mics are on, but pre-production is going to ensure that you have the best foot forward before that happens.
Production days can get expensive and are notorious for going longer than expected. So the more you figure out before you start recording, the better it'll be on your wallet and your team.
We don't even think about turning on a camera until we have a title, a thumbnail, and a fully written out concept. We will not touch a camera until that happens.
Let's break it down. Pre-production consists of asking, what are you doing? Who are you doing it with? Where is it happening? And when is it all going down? Let's start with the what.
What's your budget?
What's the deadline?
What kind of permits do you need to shoot in a particular location?
What gear do you need?
What's an episode gonna feel like?
What's the set look like? Something like this?
Got it. Now, what about the who?
Who needs to sign release forms?
Who knows how to use the camera?
Who's the guest?
Who on your team is gonna book the guests?
Who's coming if the guest cancels?
Who's hosting? I'm not hosting.
Okay, now what about the where?
Where are we filming?
Where can we park?
Where in your office has the quietest sound?
Where's the next location?
Where is that sound coming from? Creaky ceilings.
And finally, when?
When does the crew arrive?
When should the talent arrive?
When does production need to end so that you hit your deadline?
When's the launch?
When is lunch getting here?
How many of these things you'll have to do and how much time you'll spend in pre-production will vary from project to project, but this is mission critical stuff here. So don't skip out on it. It is not a suggestion.
Pre-production is the worst. No, I'm kidding. You're laying all the pieces out. It's like that measure twice, cut once situation. It's like measure twice, measure 5 times. This is the time to eliminate any snafu that could make you go, oh, we forgot blank.
I love pre-production.
It's good.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Dan and Dana from Gnarly Bay sure do love pre-production.
I think pre-production is, without a doubt, the most valuable and important part of the process. It's the only way to alleviate stress on your actual shoot day. It allows you to actually, A, have fun, and B, be creative. So we put a lot of time into pre-production and try to literally answer every unknown, answer every question days before we ever pick up a camera.
In an ideal world, everyone shows up on production day and no one has a question. They all just do their thing and everything goes smoothly, which you'll soon find out never happens.
The last thing you want is for a location to not work out or to lose a shoot day because you weren't sold on your script.
That's Chris Levine, head of production here at Wistia.
Needing to reshoot is not fun. So do yourself a favor, make a checklist, check it twice before you start rolling so that your production days are smooth sailing.
It's also a good time to get everybody on the same page. It's sort of the last chance you have before you go into production to make sure that your stakeholders all know the deal and they know what's going on.
If they are part of that process leading up to the shoot, then they're going to be in a better position and a better emotional place in order to say, I like it, and I approve of it, and I approve this message.
In the next few videos, we'll take a closer look at the different parts of pre-production. Get ready for some advice about scripting, casting, and determining the look and feel for your show. But for now, don't get caught off guard. Make sure you set aside time for pre-production.
There are lots of unknowns in any production, but it basically comes down to this. The more you plan ahead, the better your show is gonna be in the end. So buckle up, because you are in pre-production, my friend.